Have you ever done your makeup with silverware? In 2016, like most people, I was watching beauty YouTubers and reading BuzzFeed articles to learn how to do my makeup. And life hacks in general were booming at this time, but they were really big within the makeup community. Case in point, Troom Troom joined YouTube in late 2015. There were so many life hacks, there still are. I think a lot more of them at that time were closer to reasonable and actually useful than what we've seen more recently. One trend that really stuck in my head was this insistence that we use kitchen utensils to perfect our beat. I never incorporated any of these into my routine, but I did watch people try them out, and from what I remember, pretty much everyone considered them not very helpful. But I'm gonna try it now anyway. Maybe spoon makeup technology has improved in the last 7 years. There's only one way to find out. Okay, I put on my foundation and concealer, and now I'm going to contour. I actually don't do a ton of contouring. The first one is using a spoon to mark where you should contour, which I remember the really big thing at that time was doing like a 3 for your contour. But yeah, this is what I'm doing, I guess. She literally puts the spoon here, which like, what is the point? What is the point of this? I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. Ooh, I'm a YouTuber. I don't have enough hands. Wait a second. I don't have enough hands to hold the mirror and the spoon. Here we go. I made a little contraption. I'm gonna line it up with my eye. That's gonna be how I measure to make it even. My eye and the corner of my eye and the corner of my mouth. But she literally just like draws a straight line. Well, I guess it's sort of curved. Can you even see that? I think I'm a little overlit there. I turned my ring light down a little bit. You can see it a little. Corner of my eye, corner of my mouth. It's definitely got that angular
director set the stage and your HTML page. Controllers give you a rap for behavior
thing going on. And I'll go ahead and pop some up here. Just look at the harsh line. So then I'm gonna just buff it out, I think is the idea. I don't know, I feel like it's way too angular. Well, I don't know. Now one that I never do, I've never once contoured my nose. But I'm gonna contour it and then we'll see. Let's find the right type of brush to use for this. Here we go, little flat brush. Oh, beauty YouTuber moment. I'm lining the fork up with the center of my nose. And then I squish it like Squidward. No, I take my contour or whatever. It actually, did I get it in the center? How did I do that? Or is that just marks on my nose?
Squish it like Squidward.
Let's get a little more product. I don't know. I'm not a nose contour girly. I'm gonna put a little more concealer up the center. Okay, do I look snatched? I think it's giving a Dust Bowl more than it's giving Great Depression. And I think the fork just like rubbed off the makeup that was already on my nose. Okay, wait, I'm starting to see it. Wait a second, I'm starting to see it. I don't think it necessarily looks bad. I just think I could just do it with my brush. It also doesn't really account for like different nose shapes and things. Next, we're still using the fork. And this time we're going to shape our eyebrows, which at the time, the eyebrow shape to have was, it was, 2016, the Instagram brow. So let's try it. What do I have in terms of an eyebrow pencil? I don't really struggle with my brows. I have big brows and that's great, good for me. And you just line it up and trace it out. Oh no. Oh no, the shape and contour of my face. Wait a second. Hold up. We're getting a little Groucho. I don't know. I just don't see it as really necessary. I don't even usually put color in my eyebrows. Look at how huge it looks! But how am I supposed to get the angle the same? Like, I'm just lining it up with my eyebrow. Oh shoot. Like, that does not look the same. You know, there's a reason these didn't stick and that not everyone is doing their eyebrows with a fork right now. Okay, I powdered my face and added a little bit of eyeshadow because the next one we're doing is arguably the most iconic one, which is using a spoon to do a cut crease makeup look. And I was looking at my spoon, and this thing is like the same size as my eye, so I went and grabbed the baby spoon, and just look at the discrepancy in our spoons. These are the spoons in the silverware set that we got, but I'm gonna use the smaller one. So we're gonna put it over the eye and rub around our pigment on the top half. So let's do it. Okay, you know what? It works. It works. Now I gotta get it even on the other side. So hopefully this is even. You know? I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it. I'm gonna throw on a little bit of sparkle.
Do you ever record a video of yourself doing something and you look at it later and you realize you were making a face that you had no idea you were making? Why am I making that face?
That one, honestly, especially because cut creases were such a trend at the time, honestly, that one is not bad. I think we're sticking with spoons the rest of the time. This one listed that you can use a spoon or a fork to draw your eyeliner. I don't understand how that is supposed to work. Like this, maybe? You know what? That could work. Let's use the handle. It could be either a spoon or a fork. And I gotta get my eyeliner. Honestly, you could do this with just a makeup brush, probably. But it is useful to be able to line it up, you know, so the angle is the same on both sides, assuming that your face is even. Because if your nose is tilted, it might not work. Oh yeah, look at this fresh baby. Easy peasy. Nice and cheesy. The problem is, I think what's happening, whenever this cold metal is hitting my face, it's picking up some of my other makeup. You could basically use anything to do this though. It doesn't have to be a utensil. And I think it looks pretty even. But I guess the real trick with this one is then you can turn around and use the spoon as the marker for the top half and be able to fill in like the wing with the top half of the spoon. Can I get this angle right? How am I supposed to do this? Like this maybe? Oh my god, this is gonna be impossible to duplicate on the other side. You line it up with the corner of the thing. Ugh, I can't even see. Did I even make a mark? Did I even make a mark on it? Let me try it with my good eye. Okay, it's lined up. And then I take this in here and I just fill it in. Okay, it sort of worked, Let me try. How was I doing that? Like that? The problem is I'm so right-handed, it's insane. Ah! I'm so glad I showed you this when it was fresh. The entire tip just broke off. Now I can't even finish. Where'd my sharpener go? Okay, I sharpened it. I don't even think the spoon really helped that much with this. Yeah, I can't see at all. I can't freaking see. I'm just gonna fill it in at this point. Okay, does it look even? I think it looks pretty even. Using the spoon handle to line it up, useful, but you could use a makeup brush that you would already have if you were doing your makeup, so there's really no point in the spoon. Filling it in, for me, next to impossible. Absolute hindrance, so that's a no. Thumbs down. The one final one I can't help but think is going to also be a hindrance more than a help. This one is using a spoon as sort of like a mascara guard to stop the mascara from getting on your eyelid. But I don't really have a problem with that. I might like slip and accidentally get it a little bit, but I'm more likely gonna get it on the bottom. You put the spoon here, so then you can go like this, I guess. I don't even know if it's getting on there. Put it here. I can't even do it. I can't even get the eyelashes. Okay, how would I hold my eyes? Like this? And then I just put the spoon there. What is... It's just like, this also being here is just in the way. See what happens? I blink and I get it down here. That is my main issue. My issue is not like shoving it so hard against my follicles that I'm hitting my eyelid. So that's a no from me. And And of course, no 2016 makeup look is complete without excessive setting spray. I do have a real life hack though. Speaking of setting spray, I have one of these little fans, like Party Favors or Dollar Tree fan, and I just fan myself to dry my setting spray. So that's a real one. The most iconic one actually kind of works, so I'm honestly pleased with the results. Let me throw on some lipstick. And of course we gotta do a matte liquid lip for a 2016 look, obviously. So there is the finished look. Honestly, the only one that I would use again is the cut crease, the cut crease with a spoon. So I guess there's a reason that was like the most iconic one. Let me know if there are any other hacks I should try out, and if there are any that you've incorporated into your daily life. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!